Hi Stampin' friends, it's Chris Slogar from BuckeyeInklings.com, and today I wanted to bring over to YouTube these projects that I did on Facebook Live this week. I did two projects that each focused on using 6-inch squares. A lot of our designer paper comes in these 6-inch squares of this Best Dressed paper. Okay, this is a really gorgeous paper, lots of great florals and feminine patterns, and then some basic like stripes and dots and things. So very pretty paper. And I love projects that are so efficient that just use, you know, like a 6-inch square. So easy. All we have to do is score it. And then we're making this little purse that has a pocket for a gift card up front. Okay, so let's do that. From the 6-inch square here, we are going to score on one side at 1 1/8 and 4 7/8. And then we're going to turn the paper and score in the other direction at 1 1/8 and 4. Okay, and gonna go ahead and burnish those score lines. Okay, and then I'm going to take my snips. Now, this is, I'm holding it in the direction where there are two narrow scores on either end. Okay, so I'm cutting along the score line up to the score line that crosses there. And I'm also taking out a wedge there on the right side to narrow up that, to make that an easy little tab to fold. Okay, same thing on this side. It might be hard to see the score lines, but I'm cutting along the score line to the first crossing score line. And then these will be, this will make that pocket up front, okay? So on the flap side, I'm going to cut along the score line again to the first cross score line on both sides. And I'm going to show you the example. I cut straight across here at this score line. I think what I'm going to do is cut at an angle, and see, I was thinking I might like that look better. I'm just going to pick kind of like an angle there to cut, and cut up to that intersection point. Okay, and let's see if we like that better on the inside. Okay, so like I said, this is going to kind of form a box that gets pressed down into that pocket shape. That's all we're doing. Okay, so to facilitate that, we can make this diagonal fold ourselves. I'm just going to take this score line, put my fingertip down right at that intersection of the score lines, and I'm bringing this score line back to the fold here. Okay, and that will make the fold we need to make this pocket. Okay, and we need to do that on both sides. So again, I'm bringing this score line down to the score line here. Okay, and then I'm just going to add adhesive on these tabs and fold up this front section directly onto them. Okay, and that makes our little pocket here. Okay, so to add the ribbon handle, I have got the ribbon here. I'm going to cut an 8-inch length, and I'm going to take my crocodile and, oh, this is the one we're making, just kind of get under this area where it will be covered. I'm going to make a hole. I'm using the bigger hole on my crocodile, and just kind of going in that, angling into that corner there on both sides to make a hole. And then I'm going to thread that 8-inch length of ribbon into the hole from the back. Okay, and this is making our little purse handle on the outside. I will kind of, oh shoot, I pulled that right out, sorry. Rethread that. Okay, and then I'm just going to lock these tails down with some tear and tape on the inside here. And I'm also going to use that tear and tape to lock down, I'm going to reveal the adhesive and lock down these sides that are sticking up right now. Okay, so I'm going to push that down into place. This pocket comes into place. And I think I like that better with the angle there instead of the straight line. So let's go with that. Anyway, the gift card can fit up there. And then I've just taken the ribbon border punch here. And I'm going to start on my purple posy just anywhere. And then I just need to move it over and line up the pattern I've made so far with the pattern that's printed on the punch. And make a length of border here. Okay, and that I'm going to use as a trim for my purse flap here. So let me just add a couple of dots of glue in the bigger areas of the pattern. And then adhere that. I'm going to just try to get that symmetric end to end there and even. That looks pretty good. Let that dry a second. And in the meantime, I've got a heart from the Be Mine Stitched Hearts dies. And I am going to stamp, I've just got a little flower from this Layered with Kindness set. And I'm going to stamp on the purple posy with Highland Heather so that you can see it real well. Just a couple of these little stems with little flowers. And then I've got the champagne rhinestones. That kind of goes with the ribbon that we've chosen. I should get this tool is much easier to pick these up with. And I'm just decorating a little bit here to make an interesting little closure. This is probably dry enough to cut now. I'm just going to trim off the ends here on my punched border. Okay, and then what I chose to do, you can put a like a panel in here, or you can add a little card behind the gift card. I'm just going to make a couple of tags with the this label punch from the mini catalog. And I've got, I picked stamps. This is kind of interesting from, I wanted Happy Birthday and a To From, and I found those in the Bonanza Buddies, stamp set. So I just grabbed those. I really wanted a set with a To From for this project, so I got the To From on white and the Happy Birthday on purple posy, and I'm just going to put those on the inside of the purse. I'm going to put Happy Birthday up on dimensionals and put the To From down. Let me reveal that adhesive. I don't know, something like this up here. You can do whatever you want to decorate this, but I just did this. Now this is something, you could tuck this into a card or you can give this separately. What I'm going to do now to make my closure, you've got two choices. You can stick this on the flap and then maybe add some adhesive or a magnet down here. I'm going to make my life really simple and put a small dimensional at the bottom of the heart And instead of making this, oops, a small dimensional fell off. Instead of adding Velcro, I'm just going to let that hold the heart in place, and then the flap can tuck in under it, okay? So I've got adhesive under here so the flap can pull in and out there. Okay, so easy little project, very efficient, great use of these really pretty prints that are available in the Best Dressed collection. Thanks so much for checking out my project. Visit me at buckeyeinklings.com if you need any of the products that you've seen me use here. And also, there are more ideas there. Thanks so much.